Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens defeated the Los Angeles Chargers Sunday evening with a final score of 20-10. And man, this team, when they get going, they are exciting to watch. I feel like exciting is an understatement. Now, I have to say, I don't know if I actually stated this on this channel before, but I am a Steelers fan, so naturally, I am a bit biased, obviously, towards the Ravens. I'm obviously not a fan of them. But I have to admit, the 2 games a year Lamar Jackson ain't playing Pittsburgh, I'm rooting for him. Don't tell nobody I said that. But yeah, I got to admit, I'm somewhat of a Lamar fan, even as a Steelers fan. This man is electric. Electric might be an understatement. This dude makes play after play. But with the injury to Mark Andrews, this team specifically needs MVP Lamar more than ever. Like he's running at a decent rate this year, but he's definitely running less than he has before. But now that Andrews is gone, he's gonna have to make plays for real. Like on a play like this, it looks like a normal play, right? Lamar runs out of bounds. Now he does get hit really hard run out of bounds. He really got to slide more. He's getting better at it. But when you take another look at the play, you realize he missed not only one, but potentially 2 touchdowns on the same play. Now, the one at the bottom of the screen, okay, say the corner's looking at you, it's covered 2. Okay, corner looking at you, I can understand that. But the one at the top of the screen, the way he was looking is egregious. I mean, I think that's Bateman up there. He's streaking up the sideline. I mean, that's probably a touchdown if he could just get the ball there. Now, obviously, these are the kind of mistakes that he doesn't make often. But the fact that on the very next play, now they're manned up, it looks more like cover 1 to me, where the safety is only one safety up top and they're just manned up, and he's going to try to get this ball up there because he knows he just missed it on the play before. So he tries to force it to, I want to say it was Bateman again on the outside. And when he gets to throw it up, I mean, he just underthrows it and it's an interception. Now, this is the Browns game, and it wasn't his finest evening, as he also had that tipped interception that was just a bad, I wouldn't say a bad pass, but just bad luck. It got tipped. But in general, he has been good this year, but these are the types of plays that he can't afford to make anymore. Now that Mark Andrews is injured, that is a huge, huge loss for this team. I mean, they literally, like, if you take out Andrews, they only have 2 receivers on PFF that even grade out over a 70. Like, it's really only Odell and Zay Flowers that Lamar has to work with right now. And don't get it twisted. Like I said, he's still putting up good numbers. One of the best quarterbacks in the league in terms of PFF grades. He's definitely up there for sure. The big time throws, the offensive grade, passing grade. He's doing Lamar Jackson things. But more than ever, this team needs him to be elite. And the one stat that I noticed, like you're seeing all the good stats, he's one of the best intermediate throwers, but he is holding on to the ball a lot. And I don't know how much he's going to get away with that now that Mark Andrews is gone. He is holding on to the ball, and it's leading to some plays. Like I have a clip somewhere here. I can't even remember. Is it this play? Yeah, it's this play right here where he's going to hold on to the ball, and Khalil Mack, you know what I'm saying? He just knocked it out of his hand, like straight up. Like he's not going to be able to hold the ball as much as he was before, especially with this receiving core not having Andrews. I mean, they got 14 drops on the year. I mean, that's including Andrews, but in general, my point being, this team needs MVP Lamar more than ever. He's probably going to have to start running a little bit more than he was before, because I'm not sure that outside of Odell and Zay Flowers, and honestly, Odell is a bit sus at times, let's be real. He either's injured or just ain't doing much other than a slant. We know we don't trust Bateman. Aguilar, we don't even need to talk about it. Like, they're going to need Lamar to do a lot more play action because they need the run game to really make this offense go. He's been one of the best play action quarterbacks in the league. I want to say he grades out like top 10 in terms of all quarterbacks off of play action. So they're going to have to abuse play action going forward, because this man, he is definitely electric when he gets in the open field. But the problem is, teams are not going to just let Lamar run crazy. They're going to easily just try to run contain and not let him hit the outside, which means he's either going to have two options. He's either going to have to throw the ball to one of these receivers and hope that they make a play, or he's going to have to at least try to make something happen, which obviously is going to lead to him holding the ball a little bit longer. But in general, he's going to have to break that habit of holding the ball. He's normally good with it. Like you definitely see him get rid of the ball out like early, but in general, I mean, you do have the sixth longest time to throw, which is telling me that you're definitely holding the ball on a lot of plays, which is fine off of play action. But when he's dropping straight back, he's going to have to get rid of that ball. I'm not sure. I can't even remember their OC name right now. I know he came from the college game, but he is going to have to really integrate a short, like a quick passing game. I see him trying to integrate it in the Chargers game. Like, it was about 3-4 straight plays where Lamar threw slants. Got a couple clips of it in here, but they really need Lamar to play at a very high level with almost no mistakes for this to really work. And the run game is going to have to come through with Mitchell and Edwards. But more importantly, they need this defense more than ever. And boy, to say that this defense is good is an understatement. I mean, this defense is legit, at least on PFF. They're the second best defense in the league, if I'm not mistaken. Hal Hamilton and Geno Stone are not talked about enough. That is literally one of the best, if not, I would call them the best safety duo in the league. They both grade out high in terms of coverage grade. Second for Stone, fifth for Hamilton. They've only given up one touchdown each the entire year. Stone is second in interceptions with 6. And they're both have one of the lowest passer ratings in the league. And that's before you even mention Roquan Smith, who's one of the highest coverage grade linebackers in the league, one of the best linebackers in the league in general. And this defense grades out really high, literally the second best defense in terms of overall grade. So Lamar has a defense that is going to create pressure, which is definitely coming from Clowney this year, which is a pleasant surprise because he's definitely had an up and down career, but he's turned it around in Baltimore, leading the team with 55 pressures. So the defense is still getting it done. They definitely need Marlon Humphrey to get healthy. And once Marlon Humphrey get healthy, as much as I hate to admit it, as a Steelers fan, I don't want to see this team. I don't want to see this team week 18. Like, I'm hoping, I'm pleasantly hoping that they already have locked up the division. They just go ahead and rest them starters so we can go ahead and squeeze into the playoffs ourselves. And maybe we'll see y'all in the divisional round. But we definitely don't want to see this team healthy. Clowney's been a monster. I can't remember his name. I want to say number 92 on the defensive line has been a monster with pressures. They get a lot of pressure. They're going to have to start getting home, though, because it's really only maybe, I think, 2, maybe 3 people that has more than 5 sacks, but specifically 2 that got like 11 and 8. I think Clowney got 8, and there's one other person that's escaping my mind right now that has like 11 sacks. So, like I said, they're getting pressure, but they're definitely going to need MVP Lamar down the stretch. And one more little critique I have with Lamar is like on a play like that, you see it, but his footwork has been a little bit sus this year when he's under pressure. Like, he's not one of the worst throwers under pressure, but like, just look at this one. I mean, he has Odell on a touchdown if he just simply stands in there and lets it rip. Now, obviously, as an unblocked defender coming, but the way he fades makes him miss that throw. So I would like to see him standing there a little bit longer, not get too shook and make the play. But in general, I think the Baltimore Ravens are on the come up. And if they can stay healthy and these receivers get better, we might see them late in January.